What's good, my beautiful and amazing Taurus? Welcome to Alien Tarot 8888. And today we are going to be doing you guys a spiritual transmission from the stars. So let's see what comes out. Now, for you guys, like in all other readings, like I wanted to get dressed up, but in you guys reading, I just feel like I just want to be me. Okay, so some of you guys might be feeling that energy where you just like, this is me, take it or leave it. This is me, this is how I want to show up, take it or leave it. Okay, authenticity is a very big word for my beautiful Taurus. Okay, you have multi-dimensional, exactly, like you are a multi-dimensional being. So it's like, take me how I am. We have working on several layers, many layers of meaning, complex mission. Some of you guys are in this energy where you're trying to fit the puzzle pieces together. Okay, maybe even trying to figure out like, where do you fit in. Multi-dimensional. When I look at multi-dimensional, it's also giving me multifaceted. So again, it's just a being of someone who, say for instance, you got creative ideas. You have a lot of different creative ideas. Like you probably could do hair, you could do nails. It's a multifaceted being. So why be this one individual when you can be several different things? It's giving me this energy for some of you guys. You've only got to know one part of yourself, but there's more for you to explore. Remember how I said when I got on the camera, I just like, this is me, take it or leave it. But there's more to you under some of you guys, that nonchalant attitude. There's more to you. There's more for you to discover. And for some reason, this looks like mirrors. So people could be mirroring you guys, okay? People could be mirroring different parts of you, okay? The parts of you that you haven't tapped into. Or some of you guys, the parts of you that you don't want to tap into because it makes you vulnerable. What else is going on with my beautiful Taurus? We have walk in, but it came out in reverse. It says, finding your soul purpose, creating a new identity, awaken to your mission. Exactly. You guys are so used to being this one energy, and now Spirit is saying, walk in. It's time for you to walk into this portal and become someone else. And many of you guys are going through this process in your life so that you can create a new identity for yourself, because you're multifaceted. So it's giving me this energy of someone who shows up in their pain, right? But you can also show up in your happiness. Or someone who is working on a creative project and they're like, okay, that's not working out for me. But you're multifaceted. You have a lot of different ideas. So if that doesn't work out for you, you can always choose to do something different. It's knowing that you always have options, my beautiful Taurus. And some of you guys may have forgotten that you have options. Okay? So walking is all about, again, finding your purpose. Some of you guys are trying to find your purpose, and it's crazy because these cards kind of look like the same type of energy. Except over here we have mirrors. Okay? And maybe some of you guys have been confused about your purpose because you have people that are mirroring parts of you that you feel that isn't you, if that makes sense. And now you could also have people mirroring like your shadow side, and then you have people mirroring that other side of you. And now Spirit is saying, which side do you want to show up in? Shadow deals with hidden fears, okay? Anger, resentment, pain, suffering, okay? Because it's in the shadow. It's darker emotions, but it's in the shadow where we create the most beautiful creations. And some of you guys could be in that period of shadow, but you're also in this period of creation, because Spirit is wanting you guys to awaken your mission, okay? Calling a new identity. Creating a new identity. It's time for you guys to create this new identity for yourself. And that's why I said when I got on here, I was just like, blah, this is me. But there's not just you. Like, you're not just this one being. It's like you don't have to be in this one way of being. There's multiple layers of you. And it's almost like Spirit is wanting you guys to discover those multiple layers. What else is going on a soul level for Taurus? Sacred geometry. Use crystal grids and mandalas. Amplify your connection. Look for patterns. So there is a pattern, okay? Maybe a pattern in the people that you attract towards you, okay? There's a pattern. And some of you guys, you keep attracting people because you keep showing up in this one type of energy, okay? So partners, jobs, things like that, you find yourself in this pattern because Spirit is saying there's more to you. But there's also this level of comfortability. I'm used to showing up this way, almost like a form of protecting yourself. I gotta show up this way because if I show up as anything other than this, people won't get me. People won't understand me. But the thing about it is that is why you guys show up in this one-dimensional energy, because people don't understand you. But Spirit is saying there's more layers to you, okay? And it's time for you guys to discover that. That is what I'm getting with that. Bottom of the deck, what do we have? Psychic protection. Invoking your guardians. Creating a circle of light. You're always safe. And maybe that's the energy that you guys, you constantly show up in. You show up in this energy to where, again, you're nonchalant. You don't care. But it's not really true. You do care. You care a lot, my beautiful Taurus. You guys got a big heart. But you sometimes protect that energy because, again, if I show people this bigger than life side of me, they'll take advantage of me. But because you're not showing up in your authentic energy, you are attracting people who are doing the very thing that you don't want them to do. So there's like a pattern, and the pattern continues to happen until you own all parts of yourself. So owning your shadow, owning your light, owning your darkness, owning what fears do you have and where did they come from, okay? Owning all parts of you. I'm mad that just literally flew on the floor. Two Wands. Remember I said you just keep showing up in this one energy, and Spirit is talking to you and asking you to show up in this new energy. You have two paths available to you. You can keep doing what you've always done, or you can move towards this new path. And this new path allows you to be multifaceted. This new path say, you know what, I want to wear makeup today. I want to put on a nice dress. I want to do this and I want to do that. It's like I don't have to keep showing up in this energy. I can be anyone I want to be because I'm multifaceted. And it's in this moment where you guys are discovering a whole new world. But you're not doing it by your side. You're by yourself. You see this little bird here? This is your spirit guides. You're being guided. And you're working on several different layers. So you're working on your conscious, your subconscious, and conscious. Seven of Cups. Okay? You got options. Again, you're a multifaceted being. You don't have to keep showing up in this one energy. Your soul is multifaceted. And it's time for you to explore more. And to see, no matter what you're going through, options are always available to you. And that's why sometimes Spirit puts situations in your life to mirror you. And sometimes they mirror the parts of you that you haven't accepted. And sometimes they mirror a part of you that you haven't even discovered. But it's in those moments to where Spirit is saying, you choose what cup do you want. Because you got 7 cups here. And there's one path where it stops you from experiencing more cups. Because again, it's just this one energy. And then there's one path where you experience several different cups, where you are able to tap into several, different versions of yourself. One path is about equality, fairness, justice, harmony, balance for yourself. And then the other path is about the inequality, the injustices, the unfairness, the imbalances. So one brings you closer to your justice and the other one pulls you away from your justice. You guys could be dealing with the fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. Fire is your spirit, water is your emotions. One path leads you closer to your spirit, your soul, you being a multifaceted being. One path leads you to your emotional needs not being met. Clarify walking. Clarify walking. I just saw 11:11. Clarify walking. 8 of Wands. Literally, walk in, move forward. And this is fast moving energy. Things are moving fast. Maybe almost to the point where you guys can't catch your footing. Changes are happening. And some of these changes are maybe uncomfortable. We have the number 8. Okay? Transformation. But this is fast moving energy. You don't get a chance to like slow down. Queen of Cups. Fast moving energy, especially in your emotions. Okay? Your intuition, but this also looks like a guide. Y'all have a guide. Maybe a female energy. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. But you guys have a specific guide. Right here, the guide. And then here, they're showing themselves. Feminine energy is trying to guide you to your purpose. It's trying to guide you to see yourself differently. To see there's multiple layers of you. Because maybe when this person was, for some of you guys, was alive, whatever energy or being this is, they see that there's more to you than how you were showing up. Okay? There's more layers that you haven't discovered. And now it's time for you to walk in. Now it's time for you to find your purpose. Maybe some of you guys are confused about your purpose. Okay? But you do have a spirit guide that is guiding you, that has helped you to create a new identity. Because you creating this new identity ultimately aligns you with your purpose. And some of you guys, maybe you're putting so much pressure on yourself where your purpose is simply to be happy. Okay? To experience love and to be happy. But this woman here, she's comfortable. She's loving on herself. And she also knows how to set boundaries. So this is learning how to set boundaries and not allowing all this mirror-like energy that you're seeing around you consume you and to make you feel like you only have to show up in this one way, because you don't. And then also being aware, are these actually mirrors, or are they actually a reflection of you, or are they projections? Because some of you guys dealt with some projecting, and people projecting onto you. Maybe people projecting on you to the point where you lose yourself. You lose your sense of identity. People projecting onto you where you're feeling confused about your purpose, right? Where you're confused about your mission. Clarify sacred geometry. Looking for patterns. Amplify your connection. And when you find yourself in that energy of confusion and stagnation, amplify your connection to source, to spirit, and to your soul. Okay? Go within. And at this time, you guys are going through this process of realizing certain patterns that you have. Okay? And understanding, where do these patterns come from? Because some of you guys, your patterns came from the people around you. and you took on them as your own. This could even be generational patterns. Clarify temperance. Temperance is an energy of patience. Temperance is the energy of going to the extreme. So some of you guys, your pattern could be that you go to the extreme, right? This could be the extreme when it comes to your emotions, extreme when it comes to work. Like you go to the extreme. We have 7 of Swords and Knight of Swords and 5 of Cups. Your pattern is when someone's lying to you, you go to the extremes. But before somebody lies to you, it's like you have already lied to yourself. And someone is just mirroring that energy back to you of how much you're not being authentic or how much you're lying to yourself. Okay? And then this is also an energy of knowing that people are not being honest, but sometimes going to the extreme of trying to figure out if that person is telling the truth, even though that you know that they're lying, you know that they're being dishonest, but you're kind of like going to the extremes of like wanting and waiting for someone to tell you that they're lying. And that's your pattern. So you keep finding yourself in situations where you're lying to yourself because you keep showing up in this one-dimensional energy when there's more to you. And then you attract people that are also lying to you. And then sometimes you ignore that these people are lying to you. And then other times you know that they're lying and you're waiting for them to tell the truth. And you go to the extremes when someone is lying to you and when you want someone to tell you the truth. And ultimately, every single time that you lie to yourself, there's a sense of disappointment. Because it's also about not living in fairy tale land, wishful thinking, but actually seeing the truth of situations and seeing the truth of people. Not focusing on potential. Okay, because some of you guys, you get caught up in potential as well. Maybe the potential of an idea, the potential of a person. It's like, no, you got to look at reality. And also, this is about you guys seeing people's patterns as well. Like, you got to be aware of your own patterns, but you also got to be aware of the people that you have around you and be aware of their patterns as well. So there's a lot of things that are being exposed to you guys about your own patterns, but also about the patterns surrounding your connections. Psychic protection. And also understanding that when spirit removes you from certain people, it is because spirit sees that they are not being honest. And when you go back to these people, you find yourself being disappointed simply because you went against your own protection. So spirit removes you from a job, it's for your protection. A relationship is for your protection. Whatever it is, spirit protects you. But sometimes it's like you guys go against the protection. Maybe because what other people tell you, okay? What other people show you. Even though spirit already said it's not good for you, you go against it every time for some of you guys. And some of you guys are truly understanding what is protection. Because protection doesn't always come wrapped in gifts. Sometimes things hurt, and that's a form of protection. Sometimes you go through a process of disappointments, and that's a form of protection. So you guys may have been looking at your protection as one way, but protection comes in multiple ways. Car not working, that can be a form of protection. Being kicked out of a house, that's a form of protection. Clarify psychic protection. Knight of Pentacles. When spirit slows something down, when spirit, when things were moving fast and spirit slows it down, we got Emperor. It is to protect you. Because somewhere in that situation, your power was either being manipulated, your power was taken advantage of, Your power was being ciphered and dim. Okay? Queen of Swords. Yeah. You've been showing up in this other energy where you just had to allow, we got victory, but you're going to be victorious over this. You've just been allowing your boundaries to be overstepped. Like, people and situations have really been overstepping your boundaries. Okay? And it's like people overstep their boundaries and you continue to show up as, you know, giving people chances and chances and chances after spirit is showing you this to protect you. Not for you to go back and let these individuals, whatever this is, to keep doing the same thing to you. What do we have here? Everything is unfolding as it should be. So you may be in the process of feeling like you're being torn between two different pathways. But Spirit is saying go to the pathway that opens up options for you. Not the one that keeps you stuck. Not the one that keeps you small. Okay? Walk in. Reach for your dreams knowing that it's already coming true. This is what I mean. Reach for your dreams. Walk in. There was an energy where you wasn't reaching for your dreams. Okay? Because you only saw yourself showing up in this one energy. And there's more to you. Sacred geometry. Intention and action launch all your dreams. It's being intentional. You know, again, not lying to yourself, not trying to manipulate situations, not allowing someone else to manipulate you as well, but being intentional, being honest with yourself, being honest with what is being shown to you. On psychic protection, what do we have? You are a beacon for others to follow, so don't hide that bright light. You are. This is what I mean. And so 2222, y'all dealt with situations that wanted to hide your light. And your light was hidden so much to the point where you're somewhat disconnected from your emotions, ignoring your intuition for some of you guys. Trusting what people saying and not necessarily their actions. What else we got here, Spirit? Okay. Element of fire and wisdom. This is allowing your spirit, your higher self, to guide you by using your wisdom. Again, when you know better, you do better. So this is about you guys doing better. You choosing a new path. Okay? You're not being torn between these paths, because one path leads to suffering, one path leads to happiness and options. Okay? Come on, I don't make it up. The path made in the fire. Allowing your spirit, your higher self, to guide you to your dreams. Not being afraid to go towards a different path. Which goes back to what I said when I got on the camera. I was just like, this is me. Take it or leave it. Sometimes that's beautiful, but then other times it's like, no, is that really you? Or is that your pain? Or is that a form of protection? Is it really you? And only you can be honest with yourself. Sacred geometry. I know there's twos keep coming out, so the number 2 is very significant. 2, 2, 2. 2 cards keep coming out. We have water, we have fire. Yin and yang. This is somebody who's coming up out of their shell, but they're coming up out of their shell balance between their spirit and their logic. So they're not just being guided by wishful thinking. You can't just tell them a pretty story. I'm hearing that song, Beautiful Lies. Don't break my heart, tell me beautiful lies. So y'all dealt with people tell y'all beautiful lies. Maybe you told yourself some beautiful lies. But beautiful lies made those eyes cry several nights. Okay? Type of protection. Full of earth. Sometimes spirit will tear down certain foundations even if you feel like it's stable, simply because it's really not that stable if you look closer to it. Sometimes certain connection will simply just holding you back, stopping you from shining that beautiful light. Mother of air. Because you're smart, you're direct. Some people can't handle that. And maybe you stop being that direct individual. I'm not talking like confrontational. Maybe some of you guys that is something that you need to work on, being confrontational. But others of you guys, it's being confident in your direct communication and not allowing people to manipulate you and gaslight you into thinking that what you're seeing isn't real, or what you're feeling isn't real. And maybe that was the issue. You would feel something and then you would question it, and then you would go ask someone, is this true? And then they would lie to you, and then you think what you're feeling was a lie. So let's get some more clarifiers. We have pay attention to your work. We have desk. So to me, this is getting back in alignment with your priorities, things that make you happy, things that help you to grow and prosper. And this is physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and financially. Verify multi-dimensional. Chain of events that will affect your life. So you guys are going through a lot of chain of events, maybe even in your workplace, that's ultimately leading you to greater. Maybe some of you guys saw things in your workplace that wasn't benefiting you, but you just kept ignoring the issue. Okay? We have dealings with the relationship with the dark woman. So some of you guys definitely could have a woman that is guiding you. This woman could be dark. Okay? And maybe you keep going against your family wishes come true. You kept going against the guidance. So a lot of the wishes that you had for your family could have felt like it wasn't coming true. Lighthearted, carefree time. But when you recognize the patterns, you're moving into an energy of lighthearted and carefree time. Birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. Where some of you guys, your lighthearted free time is going to be surrounding a birth. For others of you guys, it's going to be surrounding an inner child. Okay, maybe y'all definitely doing inner child work, but an enterprise, so a business. Okay, and to me, this birth energy gives me birthing of a new you. You have indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble endlessly. And some of you guys, it's like, this is how you know when you're being protected. You'll be fine, but if you go back to something that spirit is protecting you from, you will literally feel like your life is going out of control. Because you you put yourself back in a situation where you were mixing with energies or people that just wasn't for you. We have an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. These could be surrounding family, someone you have a family with, people that you looked at as family. Either way, it's like knowing what spirit is trying to protect you from what's not for you. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what I call it. And then we have misunderstanding. It's time for you guys to move out of that energy of feeling misunderstood. Okay? Maybe that's why some of you guys go back, because you want people to understand you. I don't know your life. But that is what I see for you guys. If you guys liked what I did this reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video.